Out here on the west coast of Canada on Vancouver Island for the beautiful Campbell River Salmon Festival and some logger sports. We're going to do some sawing, we're going to do some running, and some wood stacking. Get ready for a whole lot of action because we're going to soak you right up with some lumberjacks.
Lumberjacks is sponsored by Echo, only professional grade with 5-year warranty. Crown, protect, maintain, save. The new YouFind Fish app. Fish with your phone. Humminbird, simply, clearly better.
We're out here on Vancouver Island for the Campbell River Salmon Festival and the Logger Sports Competition. Right now we're 2/3 of the way through the competition. We've got a great field of competitors and we're looking for an exciting finish. Hi, I'm Bill Deba and with co-host and Lumberjack Sport analyst Rod Cumberland. You know, Rod, Lumberjack Sports is not just about axes and saws. This week we're featuring the choker race.
That's right, the choker race. People are going to get wet today. The horse world has the steeplechase. In the lumberjack world, we have the choker race. Lumberjacks carrying large cables, running through all kinds of obstacles across water on moving logs. It's going to be an exciting event.
You know, and one of our feature heats is going to feature the Weibels. Rob Weibel and his son Xander going against each other in the same heat.
That's right, father and son. And of course, Rob's coming back out of retirement, taking the young fella for a few trips across the logs. It's going to be a fun race.
Well, we're getting down to the home stretch here at the Campbell River Salmon Festival Logger Sports Competition. We got David Moses from Washington leading the way, but look at the pack chasing him. A quality field, only 40 points behind as we head into the choker race, which is a fantastic competition. In total, we're going to be showing you 8 competitors competing in the top 4 heats. First heat, we're going to feature Nick Russell against Brock Culliver. Now, Brock Culliver, 21 years old. He's been watching his father compete for many, many years. This is his chance to maybe start excelling in the sport at the, age of 21?
That's right, but I bet you he hasn't seen his dad do a whole lot of choker racing in his time. His dad's known, of course, for his chopping and sawing prowess, getting most of the experience down under.
Well, certainly the choker race is where anybody can do it, but the most agile ones, especially the ones that are good at the burling, can do well in choker race. We'll see how they do right now. And Nick Russell is the first one to go in the water in the pond here. Hopefully he didn't bruise his knees on that concrete wall.
That slows you down a little bit, of course, because your pants get wet. They start sticking to your legs, and you start losing a little bit of time. Throwing the chokers around the log. Biggest thing there is to get them hooked right.
Now, one of the keys to this is, of course, getting it hooked right because the judge is going to check it at the end to make sure it's set properly. Now, this is the real tricky part of the choker race where you got to balance and navigate your way across this log and carry a boom chain, put it through a hole.
Oh, man, you've got to stop. It's one thing to run across a boom log. It's another thing not to stop and keep your balance as you put that through that hole.
Well, you can see Brock Culliver is now sitting on the log. Nick Russell didn't give him much of a chance there. He got in. He's going to put his chain in. And Brock Culliver dives across the finish line to set the time to beat with a 43.39 in the choker race. Now, I know you're getting some of your coaching skills from you're being coached by your father in a lot of different things.
This isn't one of those.
Tell me what he's telling you should have done.
Should have stayed on the log and stayed dry.
And Peter, I don't see you entering this event. What is the key to success here?
Avoiding it. Now, I actually worked on the booming grounds, and I figure if you don't get it on the first time, drop straight to your crutch, hold the log, and then drop it in. Then your log is still steady, and then you can jump up on your legs and keep running. Because the guys are spending too much time trying to put the chain in, and then the log spins and lose it.
Mitchell Hewitt, Scotch Creek, professional tree faller.
Hi, I'm Dave McLeod from Campbell River, and I'm a logger.
Well, this choker racing, I've seen it before in Campbell River. Very few of them stay dry, that's for sure. Dave McLeod once again has an opportunity to show his versatility. He's good at the OP, the pole climb, sawing, and chopping. Look at that, he makes it across the pond. Mitch Hewitt almost stays dry.
Yeah, good job for Mitch Hewitt. I mean, to jump into this here, we know he's an axeman. Again, when you have a show like this here where there's so many different events, you've got to jump into some of these to gain some points.
This is going to cost him some time. He set the choker on the wrong side of the bunk log. He's got to change that. As Dave McLeod grabs the boom chain, he's heading across the pond. Mitch Hewitt's going to have to hustle to catch him.
Dave taking his time across that. And actually, I'm quite impressed at how he stays on this log.
It's a tricky maneuver there. You got to watch your feet as well. Dave McLeod goes into the water up to his waist, and he's going to get his boom chain set the same way Brock Culliver did by sitting on the log. Makes it away the rest of the way, makes it across, and Dave McLeod lowers the time to beat down to 40.18.
Well, hats off to Mitch Hewitt, boys. He's sticking right with it to the end. Once you get wet, just watching his run here, Gets a little bit wet here at the start, goes down, of course, and that starts slowing things down. He makes another boo-boo here, throwing it around the wrong side of the bunk log. And then, of course, going back, who in the world can stand on that log other than a couple of the burlers here to get that choker down through the hole? See him here. Actually, I'd have just dumped. That's what I'd have done. I'd have bailed in the water, taken my time and put that choker in.
Well, maybe the advice of Peter Culliver would have been good there. Is again, just drop right to your crotch, sit on the log, and put the chain in. Here we got Brad DeLosa, a guy from Australia. They don't do this in Australia, that's for sure. Carson Bischoff should be the heavy favorite here. He's a burler.
That's right. Burler, fast on his feet, young. Look at him get across that pond. This is where he makes up the time on Brad.
And not only does Brad have his pants wet to slow him down, he's got his shirt wet. His whole body went right into the water there, but he's still going strong.
That's right. Look at Bischoff here. He's just blistering through this course. Guys like this, they know there's a few events they're good at. This is one of his events. He's going to make sure he gets as many points as he can in this one.
Well, we have yet to see anybody stay dry. Certainly not Brad DeLosa. Carson Bischoff with his log burling background. Maybe we'll maneuver this. We're not too sure yet. Brad DeLosa giving it a try again. Look at that. He's got the boom chain in. Carson Bischoff, first one to stay dry, winning the choker race in 34-84. Carson, we haven't seen many guys stay dry in this event. What's just tell me about it.
Yeah, the big thing about staying dry is settling down towards the end there. Hey, we do have some counterweights on the bottom, but guys just go take it easy, get in there, really balance himself, slowly feed it in. Once you get that, then you can burn on her again, but just settling down, doing it right.
And controlling the log with your feet, obviously, which is not an easy thing to do.
No, I got a little bit of a log roller background, so it helps me out.
Hi, my name's Rob Weibel. I'm from Westland, Oregon, and I'm a high school teacher.
Hi, I'm Xander Weibel. I'm from Portland, Oregon. I'm a full-time student at Portland State University.
Well, Rod, we talked about this at the top of the show. We got Rob Weibel taking on his son Xander Weibel in the choker race. Both these guys are burling backgrounds. They're going to try and take on the time to beat set by Carson Bischoff, the only guy to stay dry at this point with a 34-84. It's going to be a great race.
That's right. And, you know, Bill, I've run around for years with my family doing lumberjack sports, and then when the boys finally get old enough and the girls to compete with you, it's a real thrill to be able to run and actually go head-to-head against your kids.
Well, they're dead even right now. Rob Weibel with a big left-handed throw around the bunk log to set his choker. Looks like he's slightly ahead at this point, but it's almost a dead heat as they head with their boom chains right to the pond.
Yeah, maybe a bit of a family feud here, but I'll tell you, both these guys want to win. Doesn't matter who's on that other log. Rob Weibel wants to beat the young fella. There's no two ways about it.
Xander Weibel drops his boom chain in, stays dry, and he wins the choker race with a time of 29.93. Rob Weibel's going to try and get her finished by staying dry as well. He drops the boom chain in, across the finish line. So what were you saying? You had him at when? You had him when?
Well, he had me coming across. He's got his boom chain before me, and he got on the log in the middle before me. And I guess I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention to him, so he'll have to tell you.
I just kind of hit the barely edge of the side of the hole, and it rolled over sideways and stuck in there. And I couldn't get it in. I couldn't get it out.
Yeah, and I just went back to the log rolling. You know, I got out there and nice and slow, made sure the log wasn't rocking. I wasn't fighting it at all, and put it in nice and slow, and it went. So yeah, it's a good run.
What an excellent event to offer a logger sports competition. You don't see it much anywhere else in Canada, but here in Campbell River, Xander Weibel winning with a 29.93.